does now know. Things do now grow. Tangents now
Oh my fucking god, we're a full panel today. Woo! Woo! Wait. I need to... Nope. Let me just play a little bit. Welcome everyone. Welcome to the episode 24. I did not think we'll get to episode 24 after last week because we have had such a good family-friendly show last week talking about a single topic, by the way. A single unifying topic to everybody in the world. We tried to bring people together with what we discussed there, and I think we managed to do that. It was a very nice topic, very good time, nothing controversial as to what we discussed. We're a very family-friendly show here, as you know, and today is not going to be any different, although we do have several topics, and we're going to be going back to a little bit of a gaming and stuff that people enjoy. But I need to say something. We are living in an age that is slowly decaying into something that we have been talking about for maybe the last decade, not being able to afford anything, not being able to buy stuff, always choosing to rent. And it seems that every company now agrees with the consumer in a very weird way, which is something that everybody will see as the show goes along. With that said, I would like to say, first of all, thank you for being here to the chat, and thank you for being here to the panelists. They kind of coincide because the chat is the panelist if we don't count our dear Subru, who is here. Thank you very much for being here, man. Also, we have a Stream Elements bot that I don't know how that happened. I have never kind of activated this ever because I do not like bots.
The clinker activated itself, which is part of the dystopia you are speaking of.
The AI is evolving.
You're watching DiscussThing's on February 16th, 10:08 p.m. local Balkan time, and this is when Skynet just came to be. It activated itself.
Okay,
folks, we're done.
Folks, Israel has entered the chat. I hope you're doing well. Shalom.
Haram.
Israel has activated the bot.
Oh boy!
I'm telling you. The only reason Digny is still on YouTube is because if you check out my profile, check out my description, and it says where I'm based, Israel. It's the only reason.
Look, the only reason. Dude.
It's the only reason goyim like us are allowed to exist.
Yes, you all.
Look, my country did a lot to help the Israeli in World War II, so I'm perpetually saved out of honor and stuff like that. So I'm safe. That's probably why the show is still on.
I'm convinced the reason that my life sucks is because I beat up a bunch of Jewish kids in elementary school because they used to try to pick on me and I hit harder than they do. That's why.
Did you manage to check if one of those kids was the one who threw the brick? Maybe they remember.
They hired me to do it.
How you know the black guy wasn't Jewish?
Mossad hired the brick throwers.
Oh boy.
Well, Roger, we're both wearing hats to hide our actual hats, but it is great to see everyone. I hope you're all doing well, folks. I for the past few days I've been making videos, lots of videos to last until Wednesday. Largely because for half a week I have been very ill. been very ill, and as a result, I'm low energy. But a great advantage of being very ill is that I have less energy to berate all the panels I'm on and berate all the people on the panels that I am on.
Oh, that means
feel
we're
like-
actually gonna end on time today.
I feel like this is my fault. I showed him a video of the fat Mexican woman eating like entire logs of food, and he's been sick ever since.
Oh my god.
Oh, no.
Okay, so you're the reason. All right.
Uh,
Just writing that down as to
But,
who not to
it
pay.
is- if you haven't already, folks, like the stream, share the stream. I mean, it's very interesting that we have all these great people here. And you may find it suspicious that almost all of our network shows are male only panels. I'll tell you why they're male only panels.
Because you get no
gay
bitches.
men are because gay men are more reliable than women, and real men are more reliable than gay men. Okay,
Bros before hoes.
exactly.
Look,
and Galaxy can agree.
Although
he and
I have a
are
lot
on
of pussy
Friday
over here,
show.
so that thing I think compensates a lot.
look, with everything I've seen in the past 3 weeks, do you really want female content creators to, or even your women to become female content creators? Because apparently that leads to some really bad things. That's all I'm gonna say.
You really don't.
Let's just not.
It's really bad. Apparently, Damien's power went out, and then a few days later, he's collaborating with other men. And I'm thinking to myself, "Yeah, I see what you're doing, Damien. Your power
He,
didn't
he
go out
became a
to them.
plugin.
Yeah, he got plugged in all right." But on that note, ladies and
Oh boy,
gentlemen,
Digny's gonna send a dog to his house. Oh no.
the next time I talk to Damien, I'm going to ask him about the new men he met, okay? And I'm going to make a point of it on Friday's show. Why did you leave me and Dash and Galaxy to find some new boys to play with, you dirty bastard?
Well, it's
On
obvious
that
why you
note-
left because of Dash.
Oh, yes. It's all Dash's fault. It is. Okay. But it's great to have everyone here. We're going to catch up with.
This
We're
is
gonna
gonna
catch up with-
this is gonna sound rude, but I thought Dash was a woman at first.
Yeah.
This someone clip it. Someone clip this right the fuck now. That's it.
I'm
We
sorry-
got
I'm
it.
sorry
We
to
have it
say-
on tape, folks. We have it on
I'm
tape.
sorry to say, Lord Triton, but the person who introduced me to Dash Attack dressed up as a woman to get viewership. So, do you want to know who he is? Well, he's more a man of words than he is a man of actions. There's your hint. But yeah,
boy.
don't worry. Don't worry, Triton. In fact, most panelists on the Friday show are passable. Let's just put it that way. Great to see Seabrew the Hebrew. I
If that
hope you're
has a
doing well.
question mark.
Oh boy.
Well, that's the thing with Dash Attack. He is a great guy, but when I first became aware of him, he wasn't very confident in who he was. So it became my mission to make him as confident as possible in who he is. And now he's taking his shirt off for as
So
many
it's
men
your
as he can
fault.
collaborate with. Of course, it's my fault.
So it's your
my
fault that he's
fault
not a
because-
woman.
It's my fault because I want to manifest every creator's potential around me, no matter how crippled or brown or groipery they are. Okay, but it is great to see everyone. I hope you're all
You
doing
said
well.
you
We're
were
going
low
to catch up.
energy
Oh.
today.
Oh
Yes.
boy.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you guys just why do you guys make me do this?
Oh, share your screen.
Oh, no.
Share it now.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh,
Dash
no.
attack
Oh
female.
no!
No, that is not.
What a terrible day to have
Keep
eyes.
that. Keep
Why?
that. No,
Fuck,
I'm
remove
going to
it.
screen. No, put that back on screen.
No!
Put it
No,
back
we
on
have to
screen
change
right
that.
now.
Fuck this, no.
Put it back on screen. I want to screenshot it. Okay. It wasn't that difficult, was it, ladies
Hey,
and
muscle
gentlemen?
mommy.
Okay.
This is, by the way, this is an anime character. I know which anime character this is.
Oh
This
boy.
is from this is from like old fighting style. Yeah, stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
Look,
I'm not
don't
gonna say
worry,
anything.
guys. Don't worry, guys. Even if Dash doesn't see this, Galaxy Red will
Oh, no,
tell
Dash is
Dash
going
all
to see
about this.
Dash is going to see this.
Yeah.
There is
That's-
no
no, no.
universe where
Let's-
he doesn't see this.
Let's be
No, look, I
serious.
love Dash.
Well,
He's a great
Well,
guy.
I,
It's just-
I
I
didn't.
had to.
I didn't tell him about the Earth thing you did before, so don't be trying to say I told him.
Let's be serious for a second and catch up with the panel before my low energy routine causes much more insanity. So Helzo, how have you been?
I have been overworked as fuck, and to the point that for the first time in 4 months, I had to take a day off on my Sunday stream and actually not do anything yesterday. And I literally slept until midday for the first time in possibly over a year. That was an amazing feeling. Do you know what it feels like when you haven't slept enough for so long that when you sleep plenty, your head hurts like hell because your body doesn't know what to do with you just sleeping so much?
Mhm.
It's amazing. It was nice. And at the same time, my complete, I don't know how to call it, viewpoint on how to do YouTube has been scrambled, and I was like, oh no, I'm missing out on a lot of stuff. And I was actually looking forward to play a lot of Mass Effect again, because I'm already at the third game and it's just as amazing as I remember it. And just missing a day feels like filled me with dread. And that's probably how a lot of YouTubers feel, by the way, because YouTube is not a 9-to-5 job. It is not a constantly paying job. It is not something that you would have as a sure thing. Especially nowadays, as we have seen a lot of content creators, especially bigger channels, that have just been wiped out for no apparent fucking reason. And I don't know how healthy it is, but at least I managed to rest. So yeah, that's pretty
Oh,
much how it's been going.
Helzo makes a great point. You want to succeed as a content creator? Never stop doing what you're doing. But even if you succeed under that premise, you will go insane. You will hate yourself. You'll hate your audience. You'll hate your creative friends, and you'll want to murder everyone around you. For reference, Bookie2988. But thank you
Oh,
for
yeah.
that, Elza. How about you, Roger? How have you been?
I can't really complain too much, but just the whole entire talk of, sadly, you over there in the UK having the option to potentially rent your PS5 makes me appreciate that I actually own the house that I'm currently living in right now.
It's gonna be a big house, folks.
Paying mortgage, by the way?
Do what?
What?
Are you paying mortgage?
No, it's fully paid off. Fully paid off.
Okay, so nice. Because I do own my apartment, but I do pay mortgage still. It's just that I can basically hammer a nail whenever I want to.
Nice.
That's the difference.
Excellent.
Nice.
Excellent. I will do my best, Roger, to refrain from calling you fat during the show. How about you, Jace? How have you been?
I almost didn't make it because my mom had to go to the doctor. So what I did is handed her the keys to my beat up old Ford to solve two problems with one stone. There is a chance that both the Ford and my mother will never come back, at which point my life will be infinitely better. So, fingers crossed.
You have got to get your buddy Fuse Ages to cut the brakes on that.
So I don't know.
Oh my god.
I don't know if last week's show didn't end my channel, but this will. This definitely will.
only if she actually does, because I don't know that she knows how to drive my truck.
If she does, I'm complicit. I'm complicit.
I am so surprised that we have never been struck for the jokes we make about wanting to get rid of Jose or Jace's mother but we get struck for laughing at a Jew. Okay, well, what the fuck? The fuck?
His mother's not Jewish, so they don't care.
Yeah, that's what. Unfortunately, Triton, she's gonna live to be 150, like most Puerto Rican moms. But yeah, so yes, Maverick.
I mean, that's
Please, look. I kind of wish she was Jewish, because then she would end up, in the Holly, and she would come back as a bar of soap. So there would be that. But I had a good time with my girlfriend for Valentine's Day. She also wanted to see the history of Speargate of your mentors.
Oh my god! I don't even want to type in my mentor's name on YouTube, because all it'll be is racist interview with a nice guy, racist, and all that.
She laughed at the weird Kanzera guy's post. These are your leaders.
Oh, I wish my mentor led the movement. Think of this, folks. Instead of Hypno or Smash or Nerdrotic, think of my mentor on Piers Morgan just being like, well, at least I didn't hack a dead child's phone.
Oh, there it is. I knew that was good.
This is something that should
do?
happen.
What are you going to do,
Digny,
sue me? I'm friends with Alan Dershowitz.
You can introduce Piers Morgan's wife to Atreus and Kata. I heard she likes him black.
Oh, that would be fantastic. And you guys, we all know Atreus will fuck anything with a hole, okay? We all know this. But thank you for that stellar
Roger,
intro
how have you
today.
been?
We are praying for your Ford Ranger to do you a final solid, okay? And we're also praying that the medical bill is so high that it causes your dear mother to have a one-way trip to Vancouver. Okay.
Oh boy. Yeah.
But what about you, Triton? How have you been?
I've been good. My webcam actually came in today. I'm gonna turn it on real quick.
There we go.
Then it just leaves.
Roger, how have you been?
No, we've already asked Roger. But you see, Triton is an American, so he doesn't know how computer works.
No, I'm more worried that he criticizes BB almost as much, if not more, than I do. I'm worried that there was a device in that camera. It started beeping.
Quite literally, he pressed the activate camera button, and his apartment blew up.
Okay, that's
Looks like he's in the back room.
He said try to get back in. He said.
Okay.
Looks like we can't turn on the camera. Looks like we're having device problems. But yeah, I got a webcam, and it looks like I gotta figure out how to basically work on a StreamYard. But other than that, I've been doing good. Just Jose's right. I kind of do criticize Bibi way too much, so my house will blow up in like 3 to 5 business days.
Hey, Triton, it's never way too much. There's not enough, and that's it as far as being concerned.
Yeah, no, I know. But I've been doing good. We covered the whole Epstein thing yesterday on my network show yesterday.
Yes.
Nice.
What I find funny about Triton's network show is that he calls it a debut show, yet we've had 6 episodes.
Well, it's his first show, so that's it.
It literally, the name of the show was supposed to be Ravencast Network Show. But no, Triton does what he wants, and I appreciate that about him. Okay, and he has.
I mainly do it for show. I mainly do it for like the humor.
We don't promote the Sunday show nearly often enough. You guys should check out Ravencast. You should check out Triton's friends. 2 girlfriends, Torrin. They both have venereal disease, and Booty Warrior, whose family hates him, and who sounds like a creature straight out of South Park.
And keeps being banged under the table on air.
That is what I call true diversity.
Yes. So they're average Rumble creators. How about you, Galaxy Red? How are you doing?
Well, okay, that's anyway. Yeah, been all right, I guess.
Every fucking time, by the way.
Yeah, well, Anyway, yeah. I've been alright. Had a stream Saturday. Yeah, Breath of Fire 2. And I'm back to doing my streams this week. So hopefully everything works because I've been having trouble with my internet every Monday night for some reason. So he said Friday like, oh, it's because I did it. I made your internet go bad so you could be on the show on Monday.
Yep.
I'm like, what? But that doesn't make sense. It does that. It happens
Do
afterwards.
you know why?
And
Galaxy,
it happens
do you know-
afterwards because they want you gone after you're on the show. The powers that be.
You know why? Do you know why you have signal problems on Monday nights, Galaxy? Because someone in your house really likes to get Monday night roared. Okay, I don't know who it is, right? But
Well,
there's a
it's-
reason your internet doesn't work properly on Monday nights.
Well, it's a because I'm using Comcast and they like have the they have like
You're
a
using
neighborhood
Comcast?
node. Yeah, Comcast
Mhm.
Xfinity.
Ah,
That's what
Comcast.
they call it. Yeah, and they and it's like the neighborhood like all is like connected to the internet at the same time,
See-
basically. So in congestion, basically.
See, this is why Galaxy and I need to switch places because Galaxy's too nice. I would have yelled at whatever Indian picks up the phone at Xfinity like 8 times by now. Like they would have been fearing my call.
It's just while you.
Well,
while you
I wish
two
I could
guys
just
were
switch to another something else, but it's not
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah.
While
No,
you
but
two
I,
guys were talking, I found it
Mhm.
very interesting. Roger had the most disgusting look on his face during your conversation, and I just wanted to point that out. He must have
What?
seen something
I
and
don't-
be like, "Ooh, what the
Ew.
fuck's that?"
I wasn't noticing. What was
he
it?
must have seen the Mexican torta lady.
Oh no! Oh no!
I didn't
But
even know I
thank
was
you for
making a
your-
face.
Thank you for your introduction, Galaxy. We appreciate you being on here. I have my own unique brand of humor, which I always find funny, and it never wears on me. That's why I keep doing it. We appreciate everyone watching today's show. If you haven't already, like the stream, share the stream. Donations are always welcome. What's the difference between Monday's show and Friday's show? Well, Dash doesn't promote his own network show. That's why he doesn't get 12 live viewers in 24 minutes. He gets 4. That or there
Look.
aren't enough gays in our community. One of those. One of those.
Look, you gotta
That
learn the
goes
art of
for
the show.
inclusivity, baby.
Well,
Look,
I
we're gonna
kind of
put
know.
Dash on
yeah.
the next Pride Parade, and he's going to be promoting the network's flag.
Yes.
And I think that's gonna bring a lot of viewers.
Oh boy.
I have kind of noticed that Dash doesn't really like post it out like on X or anything when we go live. Like he just
Yeah, it's like he's ashamed of us. It's like he hides us in the closet.
Just one thing I will say, it's content creation 101. It's not, I know it doesn't make anybody feel good to have to repeat yourself. Oh, hey, I'm going live, I'm going live, I'm going live, I'm going live. But you kind of have to. There's kind of a reason that we're 3 followers away from 2,500 on Rumble, which any of y'all that have been on Rumble know it is the steepest of uphill battles. All right. And that's because of the fact that you just have to keep on pushing. Because if you don't, then you're just screaming into the void.
Yeah, you gotta thrust your way through the problem, because if you don't, then you're not gonna get anywhere, and you're not gonna bang anything. Okay, that's the thing we have to focus on. So we appreciate everyone's support. If you haven't already, like the stream, share the stream. Donations are always welcome. If you haven't subscribed to Hellzo and to all the other fine folks and fellow creators here, be it on YouTube or on Rumble, then any support is appreciated. We're going to
And
start
links
off
are
with
in the
our first
description,
topic.
folks.
Yep. Look down, folks. Unless you have the syndrome.
By the way,
First
before we
topic.
start with the topic, I just want to mention something real quick because 2026 has been starting quite bad for legendary people and for good people and
Oh, yeah.
we're not going to be discussing a whole topic about it, but just to commemorate Robert Duvall, who was sadly a legend.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I want to say is that the older we get, especially the more that people who we associate with are going to go away. Unlike that with music and all of every bit of music and every band that I listen to is sooner or later going to go away. because I don't listen to anything past 2005.
I'll tell you this, guys. I share that sentiment because as I get older, I'm going to have to plan all of your replacements.
Yeah,
I will
because
live
he's
forever.
actually younger than us, ironically.
Yeah.
But
By
you know,
a country mile in most cases. And Roger, I don't think you're going to live to 60. But our first topic, ladies and gentlemen,
oh,
is something I'm just going to write down for 27 minutes and 59 seconds. So that gives me enough time to rib Roger one more time. Do what Az at heel versus babyface did. Record yourself in the gym because people do that for some reason. Our first topic
I'll live longer than all of you just to spite you.
Yes. Obesity is a hell of a drug, but Wales embraces diversity after the Cardiff Classic on the edge of a backlash. Now, folks, you may be unaware what the Cardiff Classic is. Some time ago now, I think it was a few weeks back, in Cardiff, which is the capital city of Wales, a trans person essentially pleasured a dog walker on the streets of Cardiff, and as a result, that person rewarded that dog person rewarded the trans person by letting the dog, the big black dog, have sexual relations with the trans person, which
feel like
led to the trans
yeah.
person's untimely demise.
I feel like we already talked about this before, didn't we?
Yeah,
Yes,
with it.
but
But,
I'd
but-
love
but
to talk
look, this
about-
is something that needs to be reminded
Okay.
because
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like,
Every
what?
time, every time Wales gets brought up as a topic, now we have to talk about the Cardiff Classic, ladies and gentlemen.
the Cardiff Classic.
Okay. But apparently, Wales is embracing this diversity. Now, you may be wondering, well, why are we talking about Wales? Where is Wales? What is Wales? I mean, I can't find Wales on a map because I live in America. That sort of thing. Okay. The reason we're talking about Wales is that, unlike almost all countries on planet Earth, Wales has experienced something firsthand that most of the Western world is currently going through, and that is population replacement. Okay. Now, there was a time, ladies and gentlemen, when everyone in Wales was Welsh. Do you know how many people in Wales are Welsh as of 2026? Take a guess.
well,
how many?
there's at least one less because they died in that alleyway.
26%.
Yeah, what was that, Hellzo?
26%.
Did you?
I didn't
search
read
that
it,
up?
by the way. Nope.
No.
But I'm
Well,
assuming, based on what we're about to talk about.
Well, I've always
Valid.
heard on the grapevine that 1 in 3 people in Wales are Welsh. The
I was
vast
about-
majority of the vast majority of Welsh people are English. Population replaced.
Yeah,
Yes,
I was
you
I was
know,
about ready to say 30%, but around there.
Yeah.
So.
Well, let's face it, Galaxy. If someone, if your country was essentially occupied, invaded, and terraformed by a bunch of people who looked just like you but spoke Spanish, I think you'd have a problem with that, wouldn't you?
Well,
Oh,
it's kind
wait,
of
you're currently
happening.
going
but
through
it's-
that.
yes.
You know what though? I can empathize with that slightly because I live in a southern state that's being invaded by Californians because Californians are like the cockroach infestation of the United States. Nobody really wants them in their state, but they move out and then continue to vote for the bullshit that turned their state into a shithole.
Exactly. Please don't call Atreus that, Jace. It's very offensive.
Oh my God.
But no, whenever you're ready to share your screen, Elzo, by all means. But
So actually, I was thinking that we were going to be playing another game like Amelia today because it existed
Oh,
and it does exist. However, sadly, the website is now under construction for
Yeah.
obvious
Ah,
reasons.
boo.
However,
Oh no.
we do have this from Basil the Great. Labor launched another pro-immigration game for kids. It features black feminism, anti-white racism, anti-racist maths, Math is racist, folks. Anti-racist inventions, decolonization, evil British Empire, Karl Marx, communism. The last one was a disaster. This one will be too. Now, this is a 6-minute clip that I'm not going to play. I'm going to play something different because after digging a little bit, this thing has been around for a couple of years, by the way. That metaverse. The game is basically a metaverse type of game, and we're going to be seeing that. There we go.
Mhm. Oh, it's an anti-racism metaverse.
Hello. It gives
Yeah.
Mm.
It's in Metaverse Hub, by the way. So, it's basically created as a virtual world.
Yeah, so that's basically like Facebook, right?
hello.
Yeah.
Yes. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you to the very first anti-racist virtual.
That's not us saying it. That is not us saying it. That is the game. The
Boy.
game.
I think this is very racist because you're not speaking Welsh making this address.
This is like the gayest World of Warcraft expansion I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, why is there?
Well, I mean, I'm sorry, Galaxy, but using Wales specifically as an example of all of this completely undermines every single attempt at, anti-racism, right? Because you talk about, the Great Replacement, it's racist. The Great Replacement happened in Wales. Yes, it took centuries to happen instead of a generation, but it happened, right? It happened. It took place. There was a time in history when everyone in Wales spoke Welsh and embraced Welsh culture and Welsh values. Almost all of those cultural values are gone because the English annihilated them. The only thing they didn't annihilate was a fucking language, and they nearly did.
Well, they're about to be annihilated by something else. 'Cause,
Yeah.
Again, this has been around for a couple of years, and now it's getting popularity. And it's getting popularity because of Pathways, the Amelia game.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So,
My
anyway,
name is Yusuf Ibrahim.
I just
I'm the
wanted to know,
project
why is there a why is there a pyramid over there with multiple colors?
I don't know.
You are focusing
Lead to
on the
FE
wrong things right
anti-racism
now.
curriculum.
There he
Uh,
is.
Within me
really?
belonging.
Oh,
This world has been created by a talented team of people.
So wait, so they got
Comes
Welsh
from a var-
subtitles, I guess?
Yes, because why
It's
not?
a legal no, literally, Galaxy. It's a legal requirement in
Okay, but
Wales.
then-
If you do not have promotional material in Welsh, you're a criminal.
But then they
That's
shouldn't
how
have
much-
the guy speaking in Welsh, and the other thing should be the other, right? It's
No,
not-
he has to be inclusive.
No,
Yeah,
the issue
I
is,
just-
Galaxy,
It's
most
correct.
of these fuckers don't want to learn another language. So in order to get around the rule, and it is a rule you can get prosecuted and imprisoned for.
Mm.
That's how serious they take it because, have your culture eviscerated by a foreign nation and not take it personally. So
Yeah.
in order to get around it, they just have the subtitles and they don't bother to learn the language.
Okay.
different ethnic and cultural identities. This world is here for us to learn about one another, as well as ourselves. I invite
Hey,
you
now.
to explore.
I'm just gonna.
What the? Come on. Are you kidding me? What does
No.
this have to do with Wales? Come on.
Sadly,
Who's this
sadly,
in the
sadly,
middle?
nobody's kidding you, Jace.
this world,
Check it out.
to listen to the stories,
Oh,
to
boy.
engage with the histories, to experience the innovative lessons, all of which have been crafted to help us in becoming an anti-racist nation.
This should be just a. This should be about history of Wales, though, right?
By the way, let
well,
me
that-
just
that's-
clarify something
I have-
that being
I
not
have u-
racist is different
I
than
have a
being
unique-
anti-racist.
I have a unique context in this situation. Galaxy, to answer your question in regards to shouldn't we learn the history of Wales? The history of Wales is the systematic annihilation of Welsh culture by the English. There's a reason Welsh history isn't really taught because it's essentially the same story over centuries. Ethnic cleansing by the English.
And now you get to get lectured on not being racist against minorities by them now that they've taken over.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
They
And
can
you know,
take you over
Correct, some
even
viewers
better.
is harsh, but I
This-
believe everyone involved in this story should die.
this is the great contradiction, though, right? The immigration issue in Wales is far less of an issue than it is in England. It's a big problem in England, right? The reason it's not a big problem in Wales is because the foreigners don't want to live in Wales.
See,
Mm.
Wales is under immigrant. They want more immigrants while the rest of the world doesn't want them.
Mhm.
Wales
Yep.
doesn't want any immigrants. Wales has a lower standard of living, Triton, than Albania.
What about
Whoa.
Iraq? What about
Being an
Iraq? Is it worse than Iraq?
No,
Albania
no,
is
it
worse than Iraq, by the way.
right. I will tell you this right here, right now. This promotional material is like, we need to teach Wales how to be an anti-racist nation. Well, unfortunately, Wales has never been a nation. Never mind anti-racist. So what are you going to teach it first? How to be a nation? Because if you teach it how to be a nation, it won't be anti-racist. It'll probably be super racist and try to break up England into pieces because that's the only way it will survive as a nation.
Man of Gunning brings up a good point. There's a reason they didn't go that route, because they knew that it would turn on them, just like Amelia did on Pathways. You
By the
know?
way,
Exactly.
this clip is the most innocent thing we're going to see on that topic.
Oh
Just-
boy.
Oh,
Go
boy.
ahead.
Because
Go ahead.
we're going. I'll just spoil a little bit. After this clip, we're going to go to the official roadmap of how to succeed in this as at the government level. So I mean the updates and the goals of the government to implement this.
Is it
So
going to be
let's
like a
go.
giant 50-foot tall George Floyd?
You can
The
definitely
same
picture it
government,
like that.
Probably.
the same government that won't be in office by June.
Mhm. There you go.
This is a journey for all of us. It is
No,
a
it's not.
journey which will add light to our
You know, just things. The rainbow used to mean that you possess a really good Pink Floyd album.
Yeah, that's
That's
what
what
I
it
thought
used to
when I
be.
saw that.
Fuck everyone who adopted this.
Now it means AIDS.
journey of
But
discovery.
it also
Time
meant like
will allow us to grow
Yeah.
and connect with our
Oh, look,
shared
it's
humanity.
Teldrassil from World of
What would
Warcraft.
you say
Like I
for
said,
that
this
on your discovery.
literally looks like
And
cheap World of
something from
Warcraft.
this. If this is not from Naruto, I don't know what it is.
That is an ancient, that is what's known as an ancient Celtic
Yeah.
price circle, right?
Those are the ringworms that are.
known, it's also known by another name, the Welsh swastika.
Oh, I thought those were the
Really?
ringworms that are popping up on gay men's
The
mouths in
tree
Minnesota
skeleton.
right now.
The Free Wales Army, folks, which was inspired by the Irish Republican Army, used to burn these symbols onto English-speaking people's foreheads in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
gosh.
They
That's
would
kinda
brand
basic.
Older than most religions. Like it's
Yeah,
cavemen.
they would
It's one of
brand
the
people
earliest.
with this symbol to let Welsh people know this is an English person.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hmm.
This is so
A
crazy. By the way.
shithole. Welcome to Wales. Shithole.
Oh, look, that's
Oh,
where the
this-
Cardiff Classic happened.
Yes. What did it say?
Pause. Go back for fuck's sake. Right.
Suduf Khan.
Yeah,
Oh, boy.
I don't know who that is.
that's a person's name.
I would assume that, but I don't know who that
But if
is
you
and
go
why are
back
we
a few
entering his
seconds, Helzo, go back a few seconds, right? Oh my God, it's the cleanest street in Wales. Literally.
This looks like a really bad N64 game that isn't finished.
Right,
For real.
It's all impressive
Oh,
as
fuck.
well.
Ah!
So growing up in Cardiff,
She's gonna
I
eat.
have a really interesting.
What the actual fuck is that language?
That's Welsh.
Academized.
It.
My
She
God,
looks-
Why?
she looks
I
Mexican.
can see why. I can see
winner
why
the
this is never.
child that all that all.
What did you
You
say
want me
about
to
my
speak
mother?
fucking Welsh? I'll speak fucking Welsh to you. I have a very bad Welsh accent, but I can speak the language. I can't understand the language, but I can speak it.
Oh, you're like me in German.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the problem is his first language is Hebrew, not Welsh, so he's not very good at speaking Welsh.
Damn.
Journey, whereas I carried on education from the whole of primary school. So I went to school until year 6.
What the? Why? Why?
Okay, so she is Islamic of some sort.
Yeah,
That's why she's brown.
I think this is Afghani or I don't know.
It's Arabic.
Yeah, but
Oh,
it's
boy.
like there are like 70,000 languages there.
I can't even really read that at all.
That's
anyway.
like the Muslim version of Live, Laugh, Love.
Fuck.
Oh god. Please just get us
And then
through
I
with
was
this.
taken out of school, and I didn't do secondary school.
Of course you didn't do secondary school, you became a wife.
Why is she so fat? Did she eat the
Oh,
other brides?
Look.
Oh
People
no.
from all corners
wow.
of the world coming to Wales, and look at it. Africa, some like I don't know where that is. Some Arabic.
Do we get
country.
to see their shitty boats in real time?
No.
I'm sorry to
like
say,
planes,
guys, but because I know each point on that map going to Wales, I'd rather live in Yemen than Wales. I'd rather live. I'd rather live in southwest Africa than in Wales. I'd rather live in India than Wales. People are like, "Oh, come to Wales! It's such a beautiful, lovely country." No, it's a shithole.
I'd rather live in India and go to the poop festival every single day than live in Wales for an hour.
After what I saw today from Smash, I wouldn't go to India in a hazmat suit.
It's Wales is the armpit of the United Kingdom. Okay, if foreigners go there, it is a trap. It is a trap to lead you down a road of depression until the end of your days, where the only way out is the Cardiff Classic. Play the clip.
Oh, sounds like a
Elsa.
Bulgarian Balkan country.
Maybe I can convince my mom to move to Wales.
Oh, Africa. Oh, you asked for it.
There's the boat.
Oh boy, there's the banana boat. Oh no.
Is that? Oh no, I thought it was fucking Amelia, but
No, she's just got a headscarf on.
but it's purple.
Yeah, Indian subcontinent.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
boy.
that's
Yeah,
very
maybe
relevant
it's-
to Wales. You know, that's
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe that actually is that version of Amelia. That country.
that's the acceptable version of Amelia.
Since we're going to the Indian subcontinent, there should be more poop the further down we go.
Well, it is in poo colors.
They'll add it in a patch, or it's gonna be a season pass.
Oh boy.
My grandparents immigrated from India to Newport in the 1950s following the exhilaration of independence and the trauma of partition.
Oh.
Oh my fucking god.
Needs more elephants.
Oh yeah, that's what you need. That is exactly what we need. Where's the Burj Khalifa?
I'm sorry, why are we learning about India when this is all supposed to be about Welsh? It's like
they're
okay,
one and the same.
Yeah, because they want to immigrate all these people to Wales.
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Is it the fact that with the way that Disney's going on about it, about Wales being a shithole, let's just bring like these other shitty people to just make it even shittier?
Yeah,
I'll tell you
basically.
this, Roger, right? I'll tell you this, Roger. Would you like to live in a country that will literally rain 38 days in a row?
Hell no.
Oh, look, now I get it. That's because when they poop, the rain is going to wash down the shit, and
Yes.
India will become cleaner.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So that's actually
And so will Wales.
I'm surprised it's not a Wales first movement. That's super radical.
I'll tell you, Triton makes a great point. All the pro-independence Welsh people are further left. None of them are right wing.
That is weird.
No, it's not weird, Triton, because they want to use foreigners as a means to an end. They want to open the borders, bring the foreigners in, brainwash them to support the separatist cause. Wales becomes its own country, and then it will go from being a far left country to a far right country so fast you'll get whiplash and snap your neck, and they will literally dispose of the useful idiot foreigners. Unlike say Scotland or England or Northern Ireland, if Wales becomes an independent country, it can start off however it wants: democracy, dictatorship, build its own legal system, do whatever it wants. Doesn't
what you're saying now. They want to use them as tools and then throw them away when they're not useful anymore.
Exactly. Because Wales has never had a legal system. So you literally just start again from scratch.
Is it even recognized by like the Western world?
No. In fact, historically, Wales has been historically recognized as a part of England.
I just received some very unfortunate news via the telephone. My mother, who is 73 years old, is still alive. Continue.
Oh my God.
My condolences.
Keep her on the phone. She might just die. But please finish the rest of this bloody clip. Please.
Almost there, guys. We're learning about Egypt. There are the slave boats.
Oh boy. Shalom.
No,
you just scan an AR.
Yeah.
Let's not.
This is funded. Government money went into this.
You know what's the worst part, Helzo?
Wait. What the?
When we talk about government money, what a lot of people don't understand, why does that look like a log of shit? What we don't, what
because they're
we
trying
forget,
to get Indians there.
what we forget is that the people who made this will over project how much it costs and then create this. They probably got a AAA game studio budget to make this.
Yeah,
and they pocketed all of the rest of the money.
$5 is money laundering to me for this.
And you talk about government money, you talk about taxpayer money, folks. Wales, another reason why Wales isn't an independent country is that it takes far more money than it makes. So Welsh didn't spend money on this; it was the fucking English.
Well, that's the thing, though. Everybody gets taxed, and they go, "Oh, hey, it's a video game," and like the normies don't even look at this, and they think that they're getting like a game the quality of like a God of War, and this is what they're actually getting. Some shit from 30 years ago was
it is
outdated.
made by the same people that they're welcoming on rubber boats.
Is it Digny technically these people's superiors since he lives in the UK?
Well, as you know, Triton, I lived in the UK. I now live in the far more peaceful, far more prosperous, far more safe state of Israel.
But so you're more superior now. That's even more. That's even more.
The reason I left.
He's chosen.
Yeah, the reason I left to go back home was because I knew for a fact that in my home country, the minorities will not be able to cause problems, whereas the opposite is true back where I was growing up, which is a damn shame. It's a damn shame what's happening to Wales. It's a criminally underrated country. It will only ever become its own country, though, when England is smashed to pieces.
So very soon, then.
Hopefully.
The Wales Revolution.
So the power shit. Again, not a single white person picture, by the way, up until now.
Is this relooted? When does a black guy come in and start stealing all of the objects?
This probably info was reloaded. Look at it, barbershops.
We was barbers in sheet.
Barbershops. That's it. That's the future. Curriculum.
Yo, textiles
what
gotta
we
pay
will
for my
learn.
weave.
World timeline maths. What?
Uh.
Yeah, math is racist.
mhm.
It's amazing, by the way. This is like
Guys, music.
Cardiff and Vale College Metaverse Hub is basically the one who created it.
Mhm.
Funded by the Welsh. That's the best thing. Funded by the Welsh government. But as I said, this is the light version of what we get. This, my good friends, is the meat of it. This is from the government website of Wales, and this is the progress update of the Anti-Racist Wales Action Plan (RWAP). This has been published on 28th of January 2026, and it is updated then. So we're just going to go over some stuff. Leadership goals. Driving forward anti-racist leadership. All senior civil servants are expected to have an anti-racist performance objective, and guidance has been provided for setting these goals. This action ensures Welsh government staff work to improve outcomes for ethnic minority people in their roles. Teams have enhanced their learning or maybe learning and development opportunities to better support this aim.
I'll just intersect momentarily. There's a great way, which is specific to Wales, how all of this can be avoided. Welsh people are considered an ethnic minority. In fact, the ethnic minority.
Yeah,
this is true.
All of, I know they say black, Asian, minority, ethnic. They make that narrative. That's just to please their own side. All of this will just help actual Welsh people get a leg up.
We continue to education and the Welsh language. Schools to improve the experiences of Black, Asian, and minority ethnic learners and teachers in schools. Options for reporting all types of racist incidents in schools will be presented to the Cabinet Secretary for Education in the autumn. That means that if, let's say, someone who has it in their culture to molest someone is reported on, this will be a bad experience for them. But the thing that actually I have a very personal touch, because I have a very, very deep understanding of that, is this one. Schools to reduce the negative experience of racism by gypsies, Roma, and traveler negative experience of schooling. Now, let me tell you something, guys. I live in a country where gypsies are basically one of the major groups here. And while true, I know some great people from there, the overwhelming, meaning 95% of majority of these people spend their days either being beggars, robbers, sniffing glue, or rummaging through trash cans. That's it. Those are part of the people. Like, my own country has been very damaged by reputation by these people, and I can tell you this has been going on. But this is apparently.
Well, Helzo, I can tell you for a fact that specific section that you were on, if you scroll up back to it, I know it's complete. I know it's complete bullshit, because I know within the UK, gypsies, travelers of all kinds, their children don't have a secondary education, which is 11 to 16. All of their children, after the age of 11, drop out of school to be part of the horde. And they travel from place to place. They settle from place to place.
Same here.
Most of them work. Some of them scheme and scam, but most of them work odd jobs, and they just they roam, right?
Yeah,
and they're all nomadic, and they all have to be physically strong and breed like fucking rabbits.
Yeah.
Yep.
Same here. Very few gypsies do go to school after the 5th, 6th grade, take actual jobs and actually go to higher education. Although, again, to every rule there is a exception, and I know some of the exceptions because we are basically been living with their people, which are basically an ancient tribe of Indians that have been kicked out 2,000 years ago for being a very unproductive caste of their own society. You can do with that information as you like.
This land
And
was promised to be 5,000 years ago.
yeah, no, I mean that they're like the Gypsy people were a caste of ancient Indian people that were removed from their own society because they weren't a productive caste of society. They just cut out the tumor, and they roam. That's why they're travelers. But anyways, Wales is taking care of them, guys. By the way, and this goes on a lot. This is
boy.
This is
my
look at
God.
it. This is going.
Why is it even necessary? Like, the thing that pisses me off about this is when they I see some anti-bullying. Well, here's the problem. Anti-bullying at some point in this world became simply disagreeing with someone that isn't white. All right, that's all it is. It's not like they're being shoved in the lockers. I mean, this is just absolutely ridiculous. This is what the government wastes time, money, and energy on while you're starving to death, while you're barely able to pay your bills, while the clankers are taking all the electricity. This is what they care about. Oh, you did a naughty on the internet because you made a joke. How about, what the biggest joke here is? The government, and thinking that government is going to fix anything. If the government wants to fix anything, do their job, protect the sovereign people of those nations, and keep everybody else the hell out. That's what you do.
And stop worrying about bullshit that doesn't matter.
Exactly.
But the problem with
make great points. Go ahead, Roger, and then I'll make my point.
The problem with that, Jace, is that they don't care. They're using this as an opportunity to try to figure out some bullshit way so they can keep on lining up their pockets. Because if you really think about it, think about how things used to be here in the U.S. to where 30 years ago, you could afford to actually buy a house with just two people working and everything, and you can barely even afford rent in this day and age. But does the government care? No, because all they're doing is just lining up their own pockets because they don't care about the citizens that they are supposed to be looking out for.
Exactly. They don't want a wall to protect anybody's border, but they have a wall in front of their big ass house that they have when they got $30 million in the bank account, which they've gotten through corruption.
You guys are making great points. Roger, Welsh people haven't been able to afford a decent standard of living in a two-bedroom household since the late 1970s.
Wow.
The reason why Wales is a left-wing country is because free market right-wing capitalism wiped out Welsh industry and caused unemployment to go from 2% to 33% in 10 years.
Wow.
Those are Argentina numbers, man.
Yeah, your equivalent would be the Rust Belt, but instead of it happening over 20 years in Wales, it happened over 5 years. You have an entire generation of Welsh people who would rather cut their own cock off than vote right wing. They would rather cut out their own tongue than vote right wing, because it was free marketeers. It was right-wing capitalists who wiped out the only thing Wales was economically productive in, and that was heavy industry. Okay? Services, light industry, tried to fill the void, couldn't be filled. Okay? That's why Wales is such a left-wing country. That's why they're swallowing this nonsense, hook, line, and sinker. And that's why when this government gets defeated in this May with the Senate elections, they will be replaced not by a right-wing government, but by a nationalist government that is more left-wing, who will advocate for Welsh independence, which, if that happens, Wales will then rejoin the European Union, when 10 years ago, Wales voted to leave the European Union. So that's Wales, right? Whole generations of Welsh people have never been able to afford a decent standard of living, right?
You know that workforce one that Hulzo just passed. It says, ensure that ensure that no minorities, okay, no minority ethnic people seeking a career or a role will experience no barriers to employment. You know what the problem with that is? In order for them to not have barriers, barriers must be put against everybody that does not apply to, which is the problem. There's no equality. It's just we're going to put them above the population of native Welsh people that have lived here, that families have dated back for centuries in this country. That's the problem. That's the problem with what they're saying right there.
And the double-edged sword on that is that includes when you see ethnic minority in the Welsh context, that also includes the Welsh population who speak Welsh. So the people who will be segregated or who will be shunned will be the English-speaking Welsh people who make up 67% of the Welsh population.
You know what? It's only a small step from here to the South African kill the boer bullshit. That's the problem with all of this. This is how you get South Africa.
Look, what is going to happen, and we touched upon the pre-show, is that governments will continue to want this to happen because either they have been instructed to do that, or they prosper for it by the disruption of society. The worst thing that a government can have is a unified society that has it good. Think about it. If everyone, every single person, me and you included, were able to live comfortably with what we make and not constantly worry about money, about race, like immigrants and stuff like that, about the problems, about medical bills, about anything, and we were able to live comfortably and actually think about our future, actually be able to say, I would like to make a plan and just have this plan for the next 5 years and start implementing this plan because everything is going well for me, then the government will have a lot of problems of people actually being more independent. And
they don't like that.
They want obedient workers. Every government wants obedient workers. You're just smart enough to run the machines and just dumb enough to accept what's going on.
What they're looking for also is essentially they want to return to serfdom. They want to return to where we're all a class of serfs. They're going to have the money. And the one thing that is inherently, antithetical to their agenda is for us to have personal, financial, and spiritual sovereignty from the government. If we have that sovereignty, then they can't control us because they have to have these problems where, oh, well, you're poor, you're struggling. Vote for me. I'll fix all these problems with unlimited welfare.
And what is the best way to disrupt such a society is to import people from other societies that don't coincide with them and promote them and give money out to them, and they anger you. But when you try to go and say, I've had enough, you get shot at. You know?
And the thing with the Welsh example is this has already happened.
Yeah, like the examples that we've given, they're happening in a global stuff, and Welsh is a bit ahead. Sorry to say that, but this is one race you don't want to be ahead on.
But that is the reason, Helzo, why Wales specifically isn't really brought up as a topic, because it is a fantastic example of population replacement. You talk about the Great Replacement Theory being racist. It literally happened in Wales. Literally.
Exactly.
Right? They look the same and they sound the same. The only difference is in the language. Oh, well, that's because the English was so successful in ethnically cleansing the Welsh population, Welsh society, Welsh culture, and Welsh way of life. Wales didn't get its own, devolved assembly, its own form of government until 1997. Wales has been officially under English population since 1537. It has unofficially been under English occupation since 1080.
Wow.
Nearly 1,000 years ago. So I ask you guys, right? This is a country that has never really had control of its own destiny because it's been punted into oblivion so many times. And yet, we're in a position where history for Wales, at least, is repeating itself. And this is a culture and a way of life that has essentially spent its entire existence resisting. The only time Wales was its own sovereign state, England wasn't a country or a kingdom. And the last time that was the case was in 926 AD.
So what you're saying is that Wales is the drag queen and England is the dog.
Essentially. My goodness. It's a very sad tale, folks. It's a very sad tale. And when you look at it though, it's understandable. England has a population of 60 million people. Wales has a population of 3 million. Of course it's going to get gobbled up.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Sadly, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But on that note, ladies and gentlemen, if you go to Wales, I pressed the wrong button. If you go to Wales as a holiday destination, pick the Cardiff Classic. You will not be disappointed. Okay?
It's fun for everyone, guys. It's inclusive, it's diverse. You don't get more diverse than a Cardiff Classic.
It's just if they saw my Discord, I'd be arrested on the spot.
Well, they still might. Triton Palantir's got their hooks in Discord now.
I'm sorry to say, Triton, but if you learned the Welsh language, you'd be a protected ethnic minority and you wouldn't be touched. So learn the Welsh language.
Unless you want to be touched by a Cardiff special.
And I tell you this, ladies and gentlemen, if you are able to fully learn the Welsh language as an American, I will cut my tongue out live. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it is not an easy language, I tell you that. Let's talk about the actual title for today's show, because I did put it in the thumbnail. I'm going to write it down for an hour, 9 minutes, and 18 seconds. Do you know why 18 is our favorite number, folks? Because that's the perfect age for a girlfriend, okay? 2.2 is want to rent, speaking of girlfriends, want to rent a PS5 as Sony goes mental. We're going to focus on this topic, and then we're going to move to the Discord topic. You know, folks, we got a lot of people here. We got a lot of perspectives, so you can't have many topics if you want to really flesh things out. But apparently, Sony's like, bro, why don't you hoe yourself out for a PS5? Remember the memes? Remember the memes of me or the PS5? Well, I'd rent a hoe and rent a PS5 and save money in the long run.
I remember that. I responded to Amaranth with not even the PS5, the black and white Game Boy, the big clunky one from the 90s. I would choose that over you.
Amaranth is the type of girl I would chain up in my basement.
And it would still be a better relationship than the one she currently has with her husband.
Probably, yes. So, we live in the age of rent, and this has been going progressively bad.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, Helzo. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
I just started, for fuck's sake.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Roger, can you pronounce the article writer's name?
Shakira
Menstrual
Menopause. Shakira Menopause.
Yeah, if you try to pronounce, I'm pretty sure if you pronounce that name and say it 3 times fast, you will summon some kind of demon into your home. Roger, don't do it.
If I say it, my furniture will start to levitate.
Go ahead, Elzo.
So the thing is that we live in a rent country, rent timeline. We have rental cars, rental homes, everything is rental. The only thing that we haven't rented yet is food. And I do believe that we're going that way, and I don't want to think of how that's going to go. But because of everything going towards the AI route, everything is being poured into AI. And with all the prices hiking up and everything, Sony has made a very big brain move. They're launching a subscription service to lease PlayStation 5 consoles but you can't get one. Imagine the privilege that you can get of renting yourself a console for a couple of years and then returning it in a state that probably nobody would like to, because let's face it, if anyone is willing to rent a console, they're not willing to take care of a console. And then the next guy is going to have to also rent that same console. And at a certain point, you're going to end up with a console that looks like shit and runs like shit.
You know what the funny thing, Helso? You just basically described hot potato. They're doing this and this, and then some guy's going to get caught. It's not going to work, and someone's going to be like, "Why did you break my system? You owe me $500."
But
that's what's going to happen.
The brilliant thing is that with pretty much every topic that we have had, it's happening in the UK as a test run. We also have a Discord topic that is happening in the UK. Amazing stuff. Thank you, UK, for being an absolute shithole. By the way, this article is brilliant. There was a time when getting a new PlayStation console meant something. Staring at your bank account, convincing yourself that it is the right decision, swiping your card, and sighing dramatically after stepping out of the shop with a console. It felt like a ritual. Yeah, because basically it was a hot thing to do. It was a new thing. It was an exclusive. You had things to play, and it was a worthy purchase.
My Indian accent isn't that good, but however, somehow the concept of owning something has become so outdated in 2026 that even Sony has decided to provide the PlayStation 5 on a lease or rental program, along with other PlayStation hardware, at least in one of its key markets. Do not redeem! Okay, scroll down so I can continue to use that accent. Okay, a Netflix-style approach to next-gen gaming. So Game Pass. In the UK, Sony has partnered with Raylo, a London-based fintech that offers leasing subscriptions for consumer electronics.
Raylo.
To launch the PlayStation Flex program, which lets buyers rent a PS5 on a monthly basis without paying any upfront cost. Buyers can choose lease lengths of 12, 24, or 36 months. The longer the lease commitment, the lower the monthly rent. I am Akshit Pooja, coming to you live.
Oh boy. Raylo.
And this is not the end. This is not the end, by the way.
Raylos are weird, as another prominent content creator would say.
Yes.
And we have also this, again, from Sony, that they're probably going to be mixing
Oh,
up.
no.
Sony has patented a new asset streaming system that aims to reduce the size of PlayStation 5 and 6 games to combat rising SSD prices, potentially shrinking initial downloads from 100 gigabytes to around 100 megabytes. So someone reading this will probably say, whoa, they're compressing my game. I'm going to be having a lot more space on my machine and stuff like that. No, you're not. You're basically going to be battling for a place to stream your game offline. And I know that sounds like a contradiction, but you will need to be constantly online to be able to play your game. This is something that we have battled constantly, because having a single player game, something that you would play by yourself at the in the middle of the night, does not require someone having access to your internet, especially a game from a company that is shady at best with those practices. And when you have a rented PlayStation 5, you can damn well rest assured that it's going to have something that is going to probably siphon information.
Also, this also coincides with what you're saying, which is part of this story too, is that Western Digital already sold out of all hard drives for 2026, with agreements for 2027 and 2028 in place, which means it's going to be harder to get hard drives, harder to get solid state drives, harder to get NVMe drives, and that just leads to the dystopia we are now.
Of PC equipment. If you have upgraded your PC in the past 6 months, like I did, good for you. If you were planning to do so, you're shit out of luck. Because we are not now having nothing. We don't have anything. We don't have hardware. We don't. We don't. Or if there is hardware, it's at least twice as more expensive than before. So instead of spending a $1,500 on your PC, you're gonna spend a $3,000 on your PC for something that is not worth $3,000.
Well, I'll tell you this, right? I think a lot of these people are allergic to the secondhand market. Okay, we're using the UK as an example. These companies and these people, they want, brand new first-hand tech, right? Which is understandable because it's guaranteed to work, right? But I've been looking at the secondhand market in the UK specifically. All the different tech firms that sell tech secondhand, prices haven't gone up. In fact, at best, they've stagnated. For the companies, they've stagnated. In the worst case scenario for the companies, they've actually been going down in price. The problem is, though, the cream of the crop doesn't want to buy secondhand goods. I always buy secondhand goods, and not a single one has failed me. Not a single one.
Digney makes a good point, and I will say this for all of my American people: remember that wherever you are in America, there are crackheads somewhere that really need their crack and don't need their technological devices that much and are willing to sell.
Sadly, this works, and someone will need to correct me if I'm wrong on consoles. This will work for PC components, sure. But if I remember correctly, ever since the PlayStation 4, there is a bit of a hurdle to register another account to a previously owned PlayStation. And I don't know if this has been fixed in PlayStation 5 and in Xboxes and stuff like that, but if I buy a PlayStation 5 secondhand, will I be able to activate my own account on it?
That's a good question.
Because there was an issue with games and game sharing and account sharing and stuff like that.
Well, Helzo, I assume that to rent a PS5 out, they have to have safeguards in place now, because you're not going to be able to rent it out because of that account stipulation. So they do probably have to alter the agreement so that now works smoothly in order to rent out a system.
Or they will create a master account on which for you to create your user account so they can siphon your information.
That's also
because when you rent something, you input your data, your personal data, but the master data is still held by the owner.
Yeah,
I'll tell you this, folks. This whole situation creates more problems than it solves. What I can tell you, though, in the UK, is that the price for a PS2, a PS3, and a PS4 secondhand are exactly the same price at £100, which is about $120, $130. Three completely different generations of consoles. The price of each are exactly the same.
Look, I gotta say this, because this is the reality of what we're seeing, is that this is cosmic revenge for us all as a collective not adopting support of live service games. They tried to turn everything into a live service game. It failed miserably last year. A lot of games, went down the tubes. They went in the garbage. I think over like 50-60% of live service games that came out no longer have a player base. And they said, we're going to get you to have always on internet one way or the other. We're going to force your hand on this. So what we'll do is we'll create a massive shortage. You don't have hard drives. You don't have RAM. You're probably not going to be able to get a PC in many cases. And then you're going to have to take the console. Accept it. Accept it.
Look at Windows 11 is a fantastic example of this. The amount of perfectly capable systems that got essentially phased out through Windows 11 because of its high user requirements is insane. There are plenty of Windows 10 based gaming rigs that use 7th generation Intel core processors combined with the good old GTX 1080 Ti, folks. That bastard. They're still perfectly capable gaming rigs, but they can't run on Windows 11. No, can't do that. And Windows 11 runs on the vast majority of PCs. I know people love Linux. I love Linux. But the vast majority of people can't even spell Linux, never mind operate it. Okay?
They
But
think
that's-
Linux is
that's
that
what we're dealing
botser
with.
from your part of the world. That one black
Give him
guy
the
that lives over there.
Yeah, give him the Cardiff Classic, okay? Right?
So again-
Let's ask this question. Galaxy, would you want to rent a PS5?
If it is the same price as yours, sure.
By the way, all of this because I don't know if we're going to be getting to the AI topic of the evening, but I would
Probably
like to
not.
showcase you. I would like to use this opportunity to show you why everything is going expensive, and this is going to fucking blow your mind. I actually found this after I announced the topics.
Oh boy.
So prepare. This is from the Door Brothers. Title: We just made a 200 million AI movie in just one day. Yes, this is 100% AI. This is a 3-minute 15 seconds movie. We're going to watch it, and you're going to see exactly how cooked we are as a species.
Oh, we are so screwed.
No. You.
Well,
I'll ask you afterward.
I'm really busy. Can you get Sophia today?
What? No, I have a meeting. I can't.
Oh, shit. Fine.
Reporting what is being called a geomagnetic
Completely AI.
storm. This is a phenomenon caused by a massive as it comes
Oh boy.
No. We're not stopping this.
I feel like the geomagnetic anomaly did her hair and makeup. Oh boy. I did laugh at that.
This is again completely AI.
Oh wow.
Even the sounds, like environment, real.
Even the made-up people are eerie. Like she looks kind of like Hilary Swank, but not Hilary Swank at the same time.
She seems a little
athletic.
I love you. I'm on my way. I need you to hide. Get underground.
Hide from what? You're gonna hide from this? Are you retarded?
It was made by
Just be
America.
stupid.
Random people falling from the air. Check it out.
The heck?
Oh, I guess she's imagining her child dying.
This is already better than half the movies from the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Plot twist, it's the torta eating breakfast that's causing all this damage.
You know, this could be a commercial for Cybertrucks.
I was gonna say this could be like the perfect commercial for Cybertruck.
Is that supposed to be a nuke? What the hell even?
No, it's an alien.
No, it's a white pill.
White tampon.
Okay.
Okay, now she's not.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, Digny's got her chained up, guys. Digny got her. Oh, what the fuck? That's even worse.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it.
Oh boy.
We have her.
I'll be right there.
Oh no.
Oh, no. So wait,
Color me
it's
invested.
about it's about the white pill, I guess. Is what it is.
Guys,
The thing is, this is
how
made by AI.
How it
know.
feels to read the Epstein files.
I'm not gonna lie, AI is
They're willing
cooked. It's not even enjoyable.
Yo, they're willing to blow up the whole world before unredacting all the rest of the Epstein files.
Look, guys, I'm gonna tell you one thing: the subscription to the most advanced, and by the way, I will be I'll be showing you something else as well. The subscription to these services to be able to do something like this is like at best, like 150, 200 bucks a month. You know?
Yep.
Imagine compare that to how much a movie costs, especially with those effects. Let me show you this one.
Oh yes.
But this is how we all become serfs, though.
Oh no, it's President Shine Bomb.
Oh boy.
Better than all the Avatar movies.
Here's the problem, though. This is how we become serfs, because what they're doing is they're creating all this stuff with all the AIs where all your RAM, all your hard drives, all your tech is going, and then it's going to be out of our reach. You know what else is going to be out of our reach? First of all, like Helzo just said, to subscribe to be able to do this costs more money than any of us make. All right? So there's that.
However...
You're gonna have the PS5 on rental. Like, we will own nothing. We're gonna eat shit. We're gonna lose access to our entertainment. But entertainment will be something that only the bourgeois will be allowed to have at the end of this. That's what's going on.
I just want to point something out. That what I actually meant is that to go and subscribe and make something like this for a month costs, and I see it actually here, and I will actually. Showcase you. This is C-Dance. This is probably currently the most advanced one ever, and you actually have a promotion. This is like $69.99. You know. The thing is, it's not cheap by our standards. However, it's not gonna cost you $200 million to make a great movie if you know what you're doing.
That's true,
right?
That's true,
right? You're gonna make it. How much? They said. The brothers, they said that they made it in a day. Even if they made it in a month,
yeah, they didn't use
most Hollywood companies don't make half of that in a month.
Well, what's going to happen now, and I guarantee you this is going to happen also, another Screen Actors Guild, sorry, I call them Film Actors Guild because of what that abbreviation is, but they're going to strike again because they that's what they do every time AI advances. Oh, we want rights. We have the right to make $1 billion and tell you that we hate Donald Trump. Like, that's going to be their whole platform for the rest of the year, whining about this, because it's going to replace them.
Check it out. Up to 200 C-Dance AI videos. 200. That was what we just saw was probably 1 or 2 videos stitched together, or 3. So you can basically make a short movie out of this. And you can probably sell it. Probably gonna be able to sell it. And as for the actors, okay, no worries. I can currently use Grok to create a realistic looking person who is going to be the star of my movie.
Oh god!
And he's not going to look like those fucking actors. So they can just grab my balls on that.
We need to fund reality based to the movie. Digny can direct.
Oh yes, we can do that. We can do that, by the way.
And then you can see my mentor executing traitors
by spear chucking at them.
Yes, among other things. Galaxy is like, my mentor rose to prominence, and then a horde of dark people tried to destroy him. But it's such a great idea. I mean, the idea of this is fantastic. The issue I have with all of this is very simple: is that the wheel spins so quickly that it comes off of its, spokes and everything collapses. That's what we're seeing here. We're going to get to the point where we have so much creativity that the creativity kills itself. through the creative process.
Well, the problem is that you're also people are going to use this for propaganda reasons. I mean, you think about it. Why did it take so long for all this Epstein news to come out? And now that it has, now AI is coincidentally at a point where it could probably make up a lot of bullshit and post it out as if it's real.
Something like this. I saw something Epstein related to the AI in his.
I saw Jeffrey
cell.
Epstein fight Black Suit Spider-Man in a fist fight.
No, I saw something that actually look. If you didn't look a lot, he was being choked in his cell on the security footage, and it's AI to actually tell you it's AI.
Yeah,
and I feel like too, they're purposely pushing AI so they can confuse the public.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking, Triton. You know, they'll be able to.
Because that's the thing. I've been getting nothing but misinformation about Epstein with AI shit. I feel like the government's purposely doing that just so they can confuse the public, so people can think that the real stuff that's coming out is not true.
It's not real. Yeah. Exactly. And you're gonna have problems trying like think about this. Like this is gonna be one of the things where it gets crazy. You're gonna have them like do another like Alex Pretty or Renee Good situation, but it will be entirely made up of AI. Like, you know, and they'll be like, look what happened. They killed this guy that didn't actually die and didn't even exist to rile people up to, you know, riot and everything else. It's going to get real nasty very fast. It has a lot of potential for negative consequences.
And that's for imitating reporting. You have also, I think this is a Chinese AI.
Yeah.
So this is again C-Dance, by the way.
Yeah, I've seen this one.
Yeah, this is. The thing that gets me is the sound effects. The sound effects are very.
Is that Affleck or Bale?
Affleck.
It just switched between Affleck and Bale.
Eat lead. It's
Transformers.
Yeah, this was a little bit weird.
Yeah, they kind of messed up a little bit right there.
Yeah,
there are 4 dimensions in the AI world.
Dude, I just watched a video of Anakin Skywalker singing Careless Whisper to Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I can do this all day.
I've got friends too.
Yeah, like you would want to watch. You would like this is again, and I will repeat my ever repeating mantra. This is the worst that it's going to be from now on.
Every time you say that, it gets a little worse.
Worse for us, better in terms of quality.
It's just going to keep getting worse for us, you know, like every time. It's never going to get better.
Again, this is a tool, guys. This is, again, still a tool. It's not thinking for itself. It's not doing it by itself. It's doing it by prompts of humans. Humans are what's controlling it still.
For now.
You are being still. But if the Steam bot, if the Steam Stream Elements bot comes up again in the chat, I'll be sure that we have reached the awakening of AI.
Oh boy.
People vastly underestimate just how powerful technology needs to be in order for it to essentially destroy us all. We're at a point where technology knows the answer but not the question. Of course, it's going to end in a blaze of glory, folks. It's very ironic.
It's bad.
Very ironic. The people who know the questions versus it's the people wanting the questions versus the machines who have the answers.
The bad thing is that it's progressing faster than we morally can adjust to it. It's like I don't know how many of you remember when Facebook came to be and how there was a major backlash from people from older people back then that just didn't understand it. They said it's gonna ruin their children, it's gonna ruin everything, and everybody was on Facebook. And it was true because it was a new hip thing with the new people. And they did that, And currently, those same people are using the Facebook the most. And thank you to Sibru for saving the stream, by the way. Thank you. This
Thank
is
you.
amazing. We're okay, guys.
You know,
Thank you very much, Sibru. Sweet boys, guess who's going to MegaCon? Nice.
Is it Atreus?
Oh boy. The
Now,
the
if you
scary
see
thing is that
Atreus I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Jace, but Zebrew, the Hebrew, if you see Atreus at MedicaCon, hide your wallet and hide your woman.
Oh
Wow.
You know there was
and hide your brother.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Hide everyone. But
yes.
I mean, we're gonna have to hide everyone from the AI because they're already talking about how to basically, with social media, continue to post after you're dead, based on the AI recognizing the patterns of how you type, how you speak, what you're into. And look, how long before Facebook just is literally a dead internet zombie graveyard? It's already pretty much halfway there right now. We haven't even gotten to the worst point yet.
Not even halfway. Facebook's been
Yeah.
dead. I barely
Yeah.
use Facebook.
Yeah.
Yet we need to understand, folks, when technology can boil down existence to an equation, you at the end of the day you get what you fucking deserve, right? If you boil down the world as an equation, then everything is an equation. That we are all as we are as a result of additions that make us and additions that develop us into what we are. And our legacy is the sum of all the additions, multiplications, subtractions, and divisions of our existence. I think Roger wanted to say something.
Well, it's already been well past what I was going to initially say. It has to deal with the whole renting thing, because one thing that other don't seem to realize is that if you're renting stuff and not owning it, you depending on how long you decide to rent it, you'll eventually end up paying more than what the product initially
Absolutely
was.
Exactly.
It's like, and every time I hear that, I always think of this clip from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where Dennis and Mac were talking about renting a couch, and Frank said, like, y'all renting a couch? How long have you been doing that? It's like, well, we've been renting one for about 15 years now, and we only have to pay the interest. It's like $25 a week. It's like, so you spent $20,000 on a couch you never owned.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
And then from there, you know, it's like you saw, they had a 36-month lease, so they're hoping they can make you keep paying until the PS6 is out, and then they're gonna roll you over on the PS6, and you're gonna keep paying that. And it's going to keep going and keep going. They want to get you comfortable with the idea of not owning your console.
Exactly. Just how they want to get you to not own your games. That's what Stop Killing Games is for. But they want you to be a subscription-based society. To know that at any point, if you do something wrong, something can be taken away from you by the terms of your contract. Because if you own it, if you buy a console and you own it, you can pretty much do whatever the fuck you want with it, man. But if you rent it,
the exception
you
of
have obligations.
This is why I tell everybody, look, play your backlogs, pick up your games from 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago. They can't take that away from you, although they will try to. Hi, Nintendo, how you doing? Screw you. You're not going to get rid of emulation. Ain't going to happen.
Buy second-hand old consoles, offline consoles. Buy your Sega Mega Drives for 20 bucks.
Absolutely.
Buy an old TV.
Dip your toes in the second-hand market, for God.
Absolutely.
Yes,
I agree with Dignan.
I can tell you one thing. Here, I can find a PS3 for like 30 bucks.
Yeah, and that's just the thing, though, is that they keep on ramping up all this stuff that's coming out and everything, but is it even worth picking up? No. I can only tell you that I probably bought 2 brand new games in the entirety of last year that actually came out in 2025 because there's nothing worth picking up that's brand new. That's why, going back to your old backlogs and everything is so much more relevant because one, you know, more than likely you're going to be getting a much better gaming experience, and two, it's a better offer as well.
I mean, look, Galaxy and I stream a lot of games, and a lot of the games that either of us stream are typically games that have been out a while. St. Hugo is right, by the way, in between games. Make sure to, do some sit-ups and push-ups. I know I need to do more of that. But also on the same token, I mean, other than Claire Obscura Expedition 33, and that's why it clean swept the Game Awards, there's been very, very few games that really just have, changed the landscape in the past several years as far as brand new titles are concerned. And again, I agree with Digny. You should buy secondhand when you're able to, because you know what else is great about buying secondhand? Is that you don't give the greedy corpos any money. They already made money off of it. They can't make any more money off it. Beautiful thing.
Exactly. And, looking at this, and, we're going to cover one more topic before we end today's show. But looking at this, with the developments that we are seeing, the key is to keep the train on the tracks. Right? As long as we can keep the train on the tracks, we've got hope for a brighter future. It is manifesting, folks. It's not manifesting actively, it's manifesting passively, which takes longer. But let's face it, if the general population doesn't like a Mexican, that Mexican is going to leave of his own accord. Right? The same applies to any other minority figure. The same applies to any other group, right? Passive resistance is the way forward. And now I shall curse Galaxy Red with internet problems as we move as we move into our third I don't know. Let's move to the final topic related to Discord, okay? I'll just write that down for an hour, 43 minutes, and 35 seconds. Good news, ladies and gentlemen. My people have taken rightful control of Discord, which was promised to us 50 billion years ago. And our first noble act is to essentially find out exactly how many people are using the site by IDing everyone. And if you do not accept the ID, you get teen features, which means only children and diddlers will not have their IDs required. So, Roblox 2 Electric Boogaloo. Take it away, Elzo.
So we're going to start, and this is something that sadly affects a lot of people, me included, because as content creators, we do want a place to have our community to share some stuff and basically just communicate with our viewers, with our audience, and the people that we entertain, and they in turn provide us with viewership and their support. Discord for a long time was this hub that actually killed Skype and provided much better services for a long time, providing you the freedom to basically do what you want to do. Be this sort of indie consumer oriented stuff, just being your friend or at least presenting it. And as every good thing, this also ends. Now, this is from Discord, by the way. We're going to move to the first one that I shared. We've seen some questions about our age assurance update, and we want to share more clarity. We know how important these changes are to our community. Here's what we want you to know. Discord is not requiring everyone to complete a face scan or upload an ID to use Discord. This is going to be a blatant lie. And I'll tell you why. Because if they're implementing ID verification, they cannot implement partial ID verification. Because if they implement partial, they then need to have more access to your private channels to see that said people who haven't completed identification don't go. And that is another form of invasion of your personal data as a whole.
Additionally, they have to, you can't have policies for some but not for others. It has to be equal. They run, foul of discrimination laws with that. So they're going to have to get everybody.
Exactly. And
it's either everyone or no one. And just to
exactly.
let you know, Hells,
But they have a
when
have a
when Jace is making vocal noises, that means he wants to speak.
I know,
Just tell.
but I also do.
No.
Finish up.
Yeah.
The way that they're going to enforce this is that it is two paragraphs down. For the majority of adult users, we will be able to confirm your age group using information we already have. Now, let me just recap a little bit. When you register to this fucking app, you have your username, your supposed email address, and there's a lot of optional information that you can say. You're not required to share location, your browsing data, your facial ID, your real name, your ID number of your card, your driving license, whatever. You're not. So what information do they have? Exactly.
All of it.
Yeah.
Exactly. They have all of it. They have all your browsing information. They have every single search, every single group, every single text that you have written, and they're using that. They're using that to kind of establish yourself a profile, an identity of yourself, which is weird because if I am in a group, let's say if I'm in a, I don't know,
you are in a group.
No. Let's say if I'm in a server that is for Roblox, let's say for Roblox, and I speak like a fucking idiot,
Child
or
predator. Elsa just came out as a child predator.
No, I'm gonna be either a child or a predator, right? If I'm in a
FBI, open up.
If I'm in a Lego building server, I would either be labeled again as a child or as a predator. You know how they're gonna determine what I am, like what my interests are.
Also,
I can have a Lego building group. I can have a let's say a black metal worship group. I can have a socialist I don't know, socialist mocking group, and I can have also an automobile group. How the fuck are you going to build a profile of me out of that? Well, I'm a pseudo Marxist socialist pedophile Lego building automobile lover with a kink for something.
So you're a Democrat voter.
There was a tell several years ago that everybody ignored, which was that Discord updated their policy quietly during the pandemic. That they could punish you for vaccine information, misinformation, but that they were going to also police your off-platform behavior. Well, here's the issue. How does Discord know your off-platform behavior unless they are keylogging in your phone when you have the Discord app or on your PC when you have the Discord app? That, I think, was the beginning of the end of the fact that these people are also scanning your devices to see what else you are involved with.
Yeah.
Exactly. And if you don't wish to be scanned, you're going to get the Butters treatment from South Park. You remember that episode of South Park when Butters has to get that treatment for his trauma, and he essentially gets butt fucked for 14 hours. Okay, we call it in the network the Dash Attack treatment, but or DAT for
the Dash Attack
for
card is
short.
special,
right? Dat ass. But why don't you scroll from the top? Helzo, and I'll quote all of this in its entirety because I think getting the chunky context is very important. Then we'll get panel perspectives. Yes, the thing about the questions, right? Quote: here's what we want you to know.
Yeah.
Keyword there.
What
Discord
we want
is not. Yeah, Discord is not requiring everyone to complete a face scan or upload a picture of their penis to use Discord. The vast majority of people can continue using Discord without taking a photograph of their penis, exactly as they do today, without ever being asked to confirm their age. You need to be an adult to access age-restricted experiences, and the only way you can prove you can be an adult is to take a picture of your penis. Oh, right. I'll stop saying that now. I just found that.
Yeah, that
But,
that was.
But you never know. That might be a requirement soon. You need to be an adult to access
Isn't that a
age-restricted
requirement for Blue
experiences.
Sky?
No.
Oh no! Only people with vaginas use Blue Sky, as we all know. But essentially, what we're seeing through all of this is narrative control, textbook 101 narrative control.
Yeah.
And folks, just walk away from Discord. Walk away right now. Just do it.
Yep.
By the way, there's a couple little things that people don't notice in here. Look, facial scans never leave your device. Discord and our vendor partners never receive it, but that line does not apply to the second line below. IDs are used to get your age only and then deleted. Here's the thing. Even if Discord deletes it, and Helzo, I know that you know a lot about this with your line of work and everything else. What they don't tell you in the missing lead, which is a lie by omission, is that they're deleting it, but they're also sending it to somebody else before they do. So Discord personally won't have it, but a third-party company that they use to vet everybody will store that data for them.
There is also one. There's
and that's what I was.
There's also one other thing. There is
And that's what I'm not comfortable with.
mandate. There is a mandate to keep data unless requested to be deleted.
Exactly.
Because it's for information security reasons in both cases, and it is to update the records. This is for fintech stuff, for gambling and stuff like that, because in the case of a criminal investigation, they need to be able to provide everything that they have. However, at the same time, a company must only require information that is crucial to its organization, to its line of work. So let's say if you're a fintech company or if you're a gambling company, asking someone about their religious affiliation is not required information, and you shouldn't ask it. You only need to ask that information that you need. Discord should not need that information, because Discord is a social platform that should be available, and the way it falls, it should fall on the parents. It should fall on the parents of the potential children that are going to be using it. I've asked this before. What is to stop a child to use his parents' Discord or any other account? Nothing.
Triton is reporting us to the Discord police.
Yeah. Nothing is.
But no, I'd like to get.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I'd like to get Triton, Red, and Roger's perspective, especially Triton's, because he has an active Discord community, which is very offensive to almost any civilized person. Triton, what do you make of this situation?
I think it's stupid that they're like this. That's the thing. They say that they're deleting the information, but they're still sending it to a third party. And what a lot of people in my community have a main issue with is that they're sending it to third party companies, and they do not trust the third party companies with the information. And that's what my main issue with it is they're saying that they're going to delete the information, but that they're still going to store it for a third-party company to have it and then use it as necessary needs as they can. And I feel like a lot of people want to know what that third party is, and a lot of people are not comfortable with that. And I'm not comfortable with that. And honestly, if they end up doing that, a lot of us are going to end up going to Fluxer.
They are going to do it. They're going to test it in the UK, and afterwards they're going to test it into the entire Europe and the whole world.
But a lot of people in the US have an issue with it, because a lot of people in the US actually ended up canceling the Nitro subscriptions.
Yeah, I did. I canceled Nitro, and I've moved everybody that was on our server, or at least the people that were willing to leave, to Root, which seems to be an alternative. And by the way, this Discord thing is a pitfall. This is what happens when you don't have alternatives. The only real viable alternative for the longest time was Gilded. Galaxy can attest to this. Gilded became the Roblox social network, and then we were all forced to basically go back to Discord because there was nothing left.
I can make a Root. I'll make a Root. I'll definitely make a Root, but I made a Fluxer because Fluxer is actually really cool. Like the voice quality is actually better. The problem with the alternatives though is like a lot of them still have bugs though.
Yeah, none of them were ready for this, Triton, and that's sort of the thing that's sad is we all were engineered to accept Discord as like the standard, and this is why it's so dangerous to put your eggs in one basket. Be it YouTube, be it Discord, be it any platform, be it like people using Strictly X. You cannot put your eggs in one basket, because this is what they'll do. They'll ambush you with this bullshit. And of course, Pandora or Persona rather has ties to Palantir, which is also a big red flag.
Yep. And wait until they do it to Steam. Galaxy Red, as someone who went through an experience of a platform literally eviscerating itself to oblivion in Gilded, what do you make of this situation?
Yeah, I want to bring up the thing about the ID thing for where they have it on the when they actually had a leak anyway after they said that they didn't have they didn't save the information, and then it like a third party got it, but then they leaked that got leaked. So it's like so it's like they it's not really helping their case here, where they're saying like, oh, we don't actually keep this stuff. We it's gone. It's but it's still gonna be gone. You're still gonna be so there's a possibility it can get leaked again. So it's like, why are you just trying to force people to do this, right? So it's just
exactly
gonna go right back to it again.
The bad thing is that every time you use third-party services, you need to make sure that these third-party services are up to every possible standard. Now, when you do that only for the European Union, where the GDPR is basically the ruling governing body, that's easy because it's under one set of rules. But this is something that's going to be global, and you cannot enforce something like this global. You can enforce it if the whole data, the entirety of the data was processed in Europe. If, let's say, Discord had its main servers here entirely, that would have been a whole different issue, and they would be obliged by very heavily fining rules. Because trust me, you can say whatever you like about Europe and stuff like that, but if your data is mishandled in any way here, you can get up to a 6 to 7 figure compensation for that. And every company is trembling at their fucking knees every time they process data, especially from outside of Europe. But Discord is not like that, and they're trying to subvert all the regulations by first testing it in the United Kingdom, and then they're going to other countries, and they're going to have different types of rules about everything, but they're going to be using one service, Persona. They're going to be using Persona, but they're not going to be adhering to one specific type of rules. So basically, it might mean that everyone's data is going to be collected in a very scuffed way, while on the surface, it would appear that they're always legally okay. That's the worst thing that can happen.
Yeah, I can boil down everything Helzo said to 2 words: Mazel tov. How about you, Roger? What do you make of all this from what you've seen and heard?
Well, pretty much everybody has already said basically everything I wanted to bring up. But the one thing that we haven't brought up is the fact that this is just another blatant example that we have seen countless times from all these corporations, where they always say it's to protect the children and all that, which everybody knows at this point. Any company that ever says that is spouting the biggest piece of bullshit out of their mouths, because for one thing, it ain't up to these people, these companies, corporations, whatnot, to be dictating like how kids need to be raised. That is the parents' responsibility. And for whatever reason, even though they keep on saying it, we keep on repeating, it's like, no, that is not what it is. They keep on insisting on doing that. But the other thing is that it's the writing on the wall. We saw you get hacked literally just a few months ago, and you expect us to believe when you say that you're trying to protect our identity and all that? No.
Do you trust us, bro?
I fucked up. I burned your house down, but let me in on that as well.
Yeah.
Also, one other thing is that they're apparently trying to spin it as that's going to help them fight potential crime and stuff like that, and discussions about crime. That's not how it happens, because we have seen in the previous show that a lot of people can become beef jerky.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
So,
not the
so having IDs
I'm
will
so-
not
I'm sorry.
stop
them. Helzo, I think we can all agree that Roger could feed the entire Epstein family.
Oh boy, but I mean,
no.
Listen, here's the other thing that's also the buried lead here. Discord a month ago went public. About a month and a half ago went public on the stock market. They have a new CEO. Look, it's not a conspiracy. Look, I can't help but notice it's not just Triton and I. A lot of people noticed the guy happens to be Israeli. All right, just happens to be Israeli. Well, all of a sudden. Yeah, all of a sudden they're demanding your biometric data. Well, here's the thing. These companies make money hand over fist selling biometric data to third parties. And unfortunately, Israeli CEOs are second only to Chinese CEOs for demanding that information. But more than this, also the buried lead is that Discord is also embracing the same psychotic AI moderation which YouTube is. One of the members of my Discord got a suspension off of Discord for hateful conduct. All he said was LMAO, yeah. So about 6 of our guys got hit for what they said either in my room or in other rooms. I got hit for something I said like a year ago. And I got hit for quoting something Matt Gaetz said in one of his interviews with Tucker Carlson about anti-Semitism, which there was nothing hateful about the comment, but they deemed it hate speech anyway. It sort of tells you where they're headed. And you know what? If they're hitting me, it's only a matter of time. They're going to go down the rounds. They're going to hit Triton. They're going to hit everybody. Yeah, exactly. There you go, Triton. You know, and by the way, don't think for a minute that they're not going to ask us all for ID once the policy is
implemented. And you know what's
implemented.
crazy about with my guys is they're not hitting my guys for what they've said. They're hitting my guys for what servers are doing. Like
Exactly.
if servers are saying like N-word hard R and shit, they're banning the entire server.
Exactly. And that's a big problem.
The type of the radiation. What was it called? Like when you're treating cancer, you're just going full spread. You like they're trying to go all out and just say we're going to delete everything. Yeah, the chemotherapy.
You get the healthy cells.
They're deleting everything. You're deleting everything.
They're deleting
because
everything and
they
deleting
want
everybody associated with it.
Exactly. And what happens when, let's say, among our 6 people, I say something and you get the flag for it alongside with me. You're not responsible for what I say, but I say it on my own time. But you get punished for it. That breeds distrust.
Hey,
with people.
Helso, dig me the buried lead here. Wasn't it just a couple months ago that someone's lawyer demanded to know the identity of everybody in Smash JT's Discord?
Yes.
And Smash JT ended up giving that information to her and agreeing to it like a jackass.
Yeah, he agreed to it on penalty of losing a lawsuit, which would have bankrupted him and everyone.
He ended up
related to
losing.
him.
Apparently, he ended up losing it anyways.
Well, that's the thing, Triton. We're dealing with a situation where it's a big club. You ain't in it, and because of what Jay said, I'm gonna ruin his life because I'm part of the tribe, and so is his best mate John.
He's gonna give my mom that Israeli medication that extends her life another 25 years.
Yes, I'm gonna give her FEV, and she'll live to 7,000 years old.
And you would live happily ever after.
I'll die at 60.
Well, I'll tell you this.
Now I
folks.
see Roger just having that face. again.
Oh yeah, he's doing that face again. What did you see, Roger? Is your RPG game not happening? Are you pissed off? You put all that hard work in that RPG game.
It's still there's just a shit ton of characters I have to make for it, and it's gonna take me hours.
I'm sorry. I just find little. I call them tells, folks. Every creator has like a tell. Jace has one, and he stopped doing it as soon as I pointed it out. Where he goes, that's code for I want to fucking talk, you motherfucker, and let me talk. Okay. Roger has a tell. He makes mean faces at his television. I have a tell. It's called folks, and then I make a generic comment to buy myself time to think of what I was going to say. Galaxy Red has a tell. he interrupts people all the time, and pointing it out causes a reaction. And now he's not doing it because he knows it's a tell.
Not
See?
No. But
Oh,
whatever.
see, look, see.
Shut up.
But no, in all seriousness, right? When we look at this situation, Discord has got to go. It creates a vacuum, and people and companies will try and fill that vacuum in.
Mhm.
That's what
I'll
we're seeing.
find a different
Boiling it all
vacuum.
down.
But here's the problem, Digny. When you grab that one ring, it's the old adage, whoever gets the ring gets corrupted by the ring. So it's only a matter of time before we have this song and dance again with whoever fills that void. I like fruit for now, but what's to say in 6 months, a year from now, they don't do the exact same things?
We live
They're going to do it
in
for
Lord
everything.
of the Rings. We live in Lord of the Rings, but Sauron has nuclear weapons.
Oh Jesus!
That ring is never going into the fires of Mount Doom.
You're a mean
because-
one, Mr. Carp.
Yes. Sing us a song, Atreyan man. But on that note, ladies and gentlemen, future plans. We appreciate everyone for watching today's show, and we're very grateful for all the support. 2 hours, 7 minutes, and 30 seconds. We're going to start off with our good friend Roger. I always get into trouble for pointing out things that you shouldn't really point out, but I find it enjoyable. Okay, do you know what Helzo is spinning there, folks? He's spinning a beer can opener or like a bottle cap opener that looks like a guitar, which means he's a rampant alcoholic, which is common in the Balkans.
I will say one thing. My light drinking is everybody's else's alcohol poisoning.
Yes.
Look, I will say that with the topics that Helzo covered tonight, he's going to need a freaking drink, all right? We all need one.
Cheers. I'm already ahead of everyone.
Look, man. Look, man. I'm sympathetic,
Doggy.
right? You have Romania, Turkey, Greece, and Serbia, and fake Macedonia as your neighbor. I feel you, man. Right, but
We
Roger,
haven't had a proper government in 15 years.
I wish we didn't have a proper government. Roger, how have you been? Future plans?
Future plans. I'm still trying to get everything set up over on my YouTube channel to eventually get started at streaming video games. And as I announced last week, went through a whole renaming thing, and I decided to stick to the thing that I love the most, and that's apparently One Piece. And now you can follow me over on X at Goldie Roger Jr., which I'm surprised nobody took that one, considering One Piece has been around since before Digny's mentor's been alive.
Yep. quite
That's not a long
frankly,
time.
quite frankly, ladies and gentlemen, my goodness, if the cliffhanger to One Piece is that there are two pieces, the author needs murdering. Okay.
One of 362.
No, literally, Luffy and all the pirates, they get to the secret place and they find the One Piece, and it's like a golden plate, but it's half of a golden plate, and they have to find the other half, and it's like, oh fuck, another 30 years of going through all this. 30 years. Oh. Well, at least he's not George Martin. Jace, what are your future plans?
Well, I'll be playing a little more Turtle WoW tonight. Also, we are one follower away from 2,500 on Rumble, so we're hoping to get that last follower at some point tonight. So there's that. And of course, I'll be working my ass off, trying to avoid getting my power shut off yet again, because my 73-year-old mother drives up the electric bill to the $500, $600 range by leaving heaters on all day. I hate my life, But I promise you guys, I assure you, I am not sidle despite anything that the Israelis may say. Happy Hour will come to you tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern with Digny and John. I should be there. And then after that, I'll be joining a group of Rumble creators for the Game and Rant, which they do usually around 8-ish, 9-ish p.m. So I'll be doing that Eastern Standard Time. And of course, just trying to game, make content, and keep things going. Again, follow us on Rumble. We are too crude for YouTube. And yeah, the AI is assho. So I don't even want to deal with that. I saw they cut somebody else's channel out without any warning or restriction. Some Star Wars parody channel that was pretty big. So yeah, things are getting nasty.
21K.
Oh wow, 21,000 followers, and YouTube just wiped them out. Yeah, I'll stay my ass on the green platform. I'll stay over on the green machine where it's safe.
Look, man, if you can get a strike for covering the heart attack gun, yeah, you're done. This platform is done. Okay, I have the luxury of personally to just do what I want, because if the network just gets wiped out on YouTube, I can just be like, hey, cancel this podcast. Please welcome me onto your ship. And they welcome me onto their ship. It's very odd that I have modeled my time as a creator on Judaism. Literally, you go from place to place, roam from town to town, and after a certain period of time, it burns to the ground, and I've moved on.
Yeah, I know they also slapped Toasty with our demonetization here on YouTube too. So that's just not a good look for YouTube at all, in my opinion.
It isn't. It's a big problem, but the network will stand together, and no matter what happens, we literally built this ecosystem in such a versatile way that we can easily adapt and incorporate things. And hey, if you all get wiped out from YouTube, we can all form the Cancel This Podcast Crisscross Coalition, and Jose can finally afford his heating bill. Because he'll have so much fucking talent that he'll be able to turn Cancel This Podcast into a fucking empire.
WCW welcomes you.
Oh my god. Oh my god. No. Because that means Rumble will have its own Vince Russo. Oh no.
I believe that's John. My John, not problematic John.
No. Don't give me a reason to dislike John. Having a Jewish wife makes it difficult enough. How about you, Galaxy Red?
Okay. Yeah.
Even I couldn't keep a straight face on that one. Galaxy, what are your future plans?
Yeah, future plans tonight. If I have my internet working fine tonight, I'll be playing Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, and then tomorrow I'll be on Final Fantasy 14. But I'm not sure if I'm going to be with the game or anything. But I'll try to get that working on my side, and then on Wednesday I should be on the last stream for Donkey Kong Bonanza because I'm at the end of the game. So, and then that'll be it until this weekend. So I could just Friday be with on Dash's stream. So
you're on Win 11, right, Galaxy?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna send something over on Root so that you have it, because that might help with the Game and Rant situation, because I know you've got some hiccups with Rumble Studio. So I'll send that to you.
Okay.
Nice.
I fucking hate Rumble Studio. I hate it. I have to literally turn my camera onto my screen like Mr. House style in order to be Digny using Rumble Studio. It's fucking insane. But what about you, Triton? Are you there? Future plans? March for America?
Yes, I am here. And future plans is this week we'll be covering the Nux Taku allegations that have been made against him, and we'll also be continuing to cover the Epstein developments since Pambot, since I feel like there still are unredacted files that have not been released, and we're still going to continue covering all the stuff with the Epstein stuff. And all the
Excellent.
slander on Thomas Massey and clearing up, getting the truth out there, since MAGA likes to slander Thomas Massey because he's telling the truth and actually trying to get the files out there.
You have Trump derangement syndrome.
Yeah, Trump derangement syndrome. You just hate Trump. Yeah, I've already heard that. See, like during my whole march, I've heard that. Literally, like during the stream, like, oh, you hate Trump, you're a leftist. It's like I'm not even a leftist.
In fact, Triton is so far left, he's on the far right. But thank you for that, Triton. How about you, Helzo? What are your future plans?
Well, I'll be trying to do as much as possible this week in terms of streaming and videos, because next week I'll be on vacation. Just out of YouTube and stuff like that and work. Going into game development courses, because it's been a passion of mine to start. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to learn some stuff. Hopefully it's going to be a successful venture in the future. But yeah, I definitely need that, because my work is becoming a small, compact size universe of hell, and it's affecting me on YouTube as well. So I will need to step away for at least a week. But before that, before I leave with everything, I just want to show you this. And I think a lot of people have seen this in the years past, because this is not AI, by the way.
North Korea wins
my
flawless victory.
Oh boy.
I'll tell you one problem we won't have when North Korea inevitably wins. Roger won't be obese. Sorry, I had to do it at least once. But my future plans, folks, videos from shows, you guys know the standard. When Helzo has his week off, well, I guess Digny's doing a show on a Monday, folks. We'll have to find a special guest for that show. It's quite rare that I host my own show, but in the rare instances that I do, it's successful. I don't know whether to do it on YouTube or maybe Rumble. The thing about Rumble is, right, special episodes, one-off episodes, they're a great way of bringing people in, plus money. So that's always a good thing. So, you know, we might need to find a big name, or maybe a little name, any name, in all honesty. So those are my future plans as Roger reports us to the police because of
and don't forget the Sunday shows will start having special guests as well.
Yes. So stay tuned for the Sunday shows, where you will see every bridge burnt imaginable because Booty Warrior is a retard.
No.
And
I don't think
Tora
he'll
has
fuck
two
it up.
girlfriends with venereal disease. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much for watching this episode of Discuss Things Tangent Kings. We will be doing episode 25 next week. The week after, we will not be doing a Monday episode here. Or, well, which week is it? Is it next week?
Next week. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's next week.
No!
Okay, so there's no 25 then, right?
So next Monday, we're going to do a Rumble special. Yeah, we're going to do Digny's Tangent King. I'm sick of fucking rebranding this show. It's like the fourth attempt now. Hey, Dragon Slayer, why don't you come fucking back and take back your own show?
This show is the Bonnie Blue of shows.
Oh boy.
Good God. No, it's just living proof I won't let anything die. I will literally take a corpse. I am the necromancer of content creation.
So you're the reason my mother is still alive.
Dr. Dignestein.
We know how much Digny loves your mom.
I thought we already established that, Jace.
That explains everything.
I didn't know Digby was a
Forever. Jason's
If you
mom
haven't
is going
already-
to outlive the universe.
No, literally, I want to do an episode where we just spend 2 hours just roasting Jose's mother. We bring up a picture of her, we just roast her. The fact that her nagging caused the death of Jose's father. And we can go down memory lane and be like, look at Jace, look how young and hopeful he was, and then this old fucking crone is ruining his life.
Let's put it this way. My sister it lives in California, and she feels she's not far enough away from my mother, so she is moving to Sheffield in the UK to get further away from my mother. How bad does she have to be that you're willing to move to Sheffield?
Jace, in the end of everything, there's gonna be Keith Richards and your mother, and they shall birth the new universe after this one succumbs and dies.
So basically, Jace's sister is like out of the frying pan and into the fire.
Out of the frying
gentlemen.
slipper and into the stabbing.
On that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much for watching the 24th episode of the show. Next week, we're going to do a Rumble exclusive, same time. I'm going to host. We're going to get hopefully a panel of 6 together. We appreciate everyone's support, and I would like some donations during that show. That way, we can have a nice incentive. And 100% of those donations will not be going to fucking cats, literally and figuratively. Bye for now, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Smile and wave, boys. Thank you for being here, and thank you, Sibru.
Peace, y'all.